Hi everyone, my name is Lun. I come from Turkey on 86 class, so today I will introduce about the Hello Ancient House. This, uh, the architecture located at 1887 Mamay Street is one of the 14 traditional houses in the Hanoi Quarter. Mamay Ancient House, also called the Hanoi Ancient House by the locals, were built in the 19th century, survey the purpose of living and running business. Before the 1945, the owner of house was a famous right trader. After that, the owner sold his house to the medicine businessman. The owner lived, uh, lived there for 10 years, then moving away, leaving the house uninhabited for the short term. After that, this family migrated to the south and the state managed this ancient house. And next, five families were allowed to lie here until the 1999. The house was preserved with the cooperation between the Hanoi City and Toronto friends in the project. On structure and construction material, architecture, and living objects are kept intact. In 2004, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism recognized the house and as a national heritage. The house, now the 1807 Mã has become an attraction to introduce a typical tube house architecture and traditional lifestyle in Hanoi Quarter. But why does the house have the two sides? The fact is that the typical side were street is tubular. Though the old Hanoi house have a facade of about 3 to 5 meters, about 10 meter deep. Because in the past, the government based on the width of the house from the trees to determine the amount of tax money. It means that the wider your house was, the higher the money you need to pay. Therefore, the many people were very smart when they built the thin with a deep house. Thanks to this narrow house, this could be save the money a lot and avoid the high tax. So you can see the French architecture in this ancient house. The French architecture detail in the ancient house is that house was painted yellow. When French come to Vietnam and they see Vietnam has humidity weather because the beautiful sunlight, they decide on the house in the French quarter and old quarter would be yellow color to reflect the sunlight, and so the city will brightening. So you can see Bankuli also. This is a French architecture. Yes. Uh, but parallelly, this old house is a remarkable witness the traditional Vietnamese architecture in the central bustling urban center in the late 19th century. Hanoi Quarter is known for its tube house, and this house no exception. A tube house is long, narrow tube and divided into areas of own time, commercial and resident needs. The house consisted of a series of the three buildings arranged on behind the all other and separated by the courtyards that provide the privacy and ventilation. The ground floor of the first two buildings is dedicated to the trade and receiving guests in a beautiful decorated living room. On the second floor of this building, there is an altar of the ancestor, an ancient bit of Vietnamese culture considers that the heart of the house. In the backyard, there was the kitchen where the Vietnamese people used to cook over a good fire. The unique feature is its architecture is harmonious combination of wood, tile roof with a rigid beam system and many decorative details. So, in the ancient Vietnam, where the household had a humble kitchen adorned with a tree vase. At the first line of drawbrook, the tree vase was carefully lit, symbolizing the start of a new day. It was during this early hour that the whole family would gather around the kitchen fire and engage in lively conversation while cooking dry. So, and in Vietnamese, the family meal is very important, representing not just a time to eat, but a moment to connect, to communicate, and strengthen family ties. This means a tourist occasion where the multiple generations come together, sharing story, laughter, and love while enjoying the variety of delicious dishes. The significance of the Vietnamese family meals go beyond eating. It is a time for the parents to pass down cooking skill and traditional recipes to their children, preserving cultural heritage and ensure its continuity. Through the act of a prepared sharing meal, family members are strong bonds, fostering a sense of unity and belong. As you can see, this house has an altar in the second floor. Ancestor worship were introduced into Vietnam by Chinese during their long occupation of the country that began the 2,000 years before the birth of Christ. Since then, he has been fully absorbed into Vietnam consciously and with Confucianism, underpin the country religion and social fabric. The basis of the ancestor worship is relatively straightforward. Nearly everyone had a small altar which they used to commune with the ancestor. And you can see incense sticks were burned frequently. Offering made of fruits, sweet, and gifts. The latter item, a paper replicate of dollar noted of the ghost money, multiply, kind, and how and so on. After worship, the paper gives paper chip and votive paper are burned so that the spirit of the gift can be ascended to heaven for the ancestor to use. Another traditional element is the plate of the wooden table on the altar for act of ascent over generals. Citizens rigorously observed today. A table are often replaced by photograph. Because Vietnamese believe that if one forget to worship his or her ancestor, it means or he or she forgot the origin. Therefore, the ancestral altar always is a most solemn place in the Vietnamese house, whether they are rich or poor, or there are lowland or mountain in the century or countryside. The Vietnamese accept as a fact that their ancestors continue to lie another wound after they die. So you can see on the on an altar, you can see the lighting of a candle or an oil lamp represent the light of the wisdom, illuminating and darkness, ignorance. And the burning of the incense represents the present sensitive morality. Flowers represent the aspiration to achieve the body of the Buddha, with the 32 marks of the Buddha advocate the teaching impermanency. Fruit, water, drink present the nectar of Dharma and the way to achieve it. So, now you can see you can see flamingo standing on the Taito statue. Just the first of all, from the people point of view, the turtle is species with a very long life, often called the turtle ghost. So they are considered the symbol of along with longevity. And the Buddhism, the flamingo is highly valued. They take it's a symbol of purity and good wish. Therefore, its comparison with the two great creator, the turtle and the flamingo, together create a symbol with a double meaning of a good thing. And this is turtle. It is and this turtle symbolize for the friend relationship, good friend relationship. As I mentioned before, Vietnamese people often burn incense, burn the votive paper products, because Vietnamese people they want to remember and care for the deceased and ask God the gods and spirits.